It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
What's up, guys? I'm Shane, and welcome to Spare Change. You'll find home theater related videos here, as well as reviews for media content like 4K Blu-rays. So if you haven't subscribed yet, consider tapping that subscribe button. In for a review, we have 2001's The Fast and the Furious on 4K Blu-ray. I won't be reviewing the movie itself. I'm just going to share with you my thoughts on the video and audio quality. Now for some tech specs. The movie was shot on 35mm. It's got a 4K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 106 minutes. Aspect ratio is 239:1, so there will be black bars on your television. Now for image quality, comparing this to the original Blu-ray, I found a nice improvement in detail. I wouldn't call it a massive upgrade, but looking at close-up shots, the image is tighter with a better rendering of hair, smoother skin textures, and facial stubble is sharper as well. Background elements are cleaner, and the detail on the Charger's engine look very nice. This movie was shot on film, so it does have that softer filmic appearance, so you shouldn't be expecting any 4K razor sharpness when you're going into this. HDR usage here won't be scorching your retinas, but colors do get a slight boost in saturation, as the movie does have a warmer, orangey sepia tone here, so bright, vivid, crazy colors won't be making an appearance in this one. Spectral highlights are scattered throughout the movie, with sunlit reflections glistening off every car in Chapter 13's Race Wars, and the explosion in Chapter 5 is probably the brightest shot in the movie. Black levels I thought were solid for the most part, but there were some times they came off as somewhat grayish, which I noticed in Chapter 15's interior car shots.
Dude, I almost had you.
Audio gets a new DTS-X mix, and as far as audio coming from above, I found it was mostly some ambiance with some of the musical soundtrack finding its way up there. Otherwise, height effects were very light. As far as bass response, there's tons of it here. The beginning of Chapter 3 has loads of bass coming from both the soundtrack and the music playing from inside the cars. The explosion in Chapter 5 goes very low and will easily shake your room. Now there was one thing I did notice with this mix, is I felt the center channel seemed a bit thin and didn't carry much weight. It also seemed a bit quieter than the rest of the channels, so whenever music or some action would start up, the center channel would get drowned out at times. Sure, you could just raise the center channel manually, but if your system is set up properly, then you shouldn't have to do that. Soundstage here had a nice wide presence, and audio movement during the truck robbery in Chapter 1 had some decent front-to-back panning. So for audio, I'm gonna go with an 8. Height channel activity was very light for the most part, but there was some good dynamics, and it does have excellent bass. For video, I'm gonna go with 8 as well. This is a nice upgrade from the 1080p disc with cleaner and tighter visuals. I'm sure you won't be pulling this movie out to impress your friends, but if you do enjoy the franchise, this is clearly the best way to watch it. Now if you want to grab this disc or to keep up on prices, I'll leave a link down below in the description. If you've seen this in 4K, let us know down below. What did you think about this transfer? Hit us up on social media, and if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys again in the next video.